All right, we begin by simply breathing deeply. And as we breathe deeply, we just allow ourselves to focus on our feet. Now, it's a funny thing to think about your feet when you're breathing because, of course, we know we breathe in through the apparatus of the lungs. But we're thinking about our feet because we want a full-bodied breath. Now, you might say, well, my lungs end up high. They do, but it is amazing. Immediately, as soon as that air hits those lungs, it is picked up as a molecule of oxygen. And it is immediately flushed to the entire system. And though we don't think about it, the feet actually have quite a lot of veins and arteries in them. So when you breathe in, we want you to breathe into the lungs, understanding it's being picked up by the blood. The blood is making it flow, and you want to see it go all the way to your feet. And particularly in each toe, at the very top of the toe, in the middle, as at the very end of the toe, we want you to see lines of energy going to those toes. Now, for each of you, a different color might come to each of you, but for today, we'll say we're going to work with purple light. So we allow ourselves to feel that we are indeed in a large field of purple light. It is a ray of light. It is coming from the creator consciousness of the universe. And many people know purple is the healing ray. It is the ray of Saint Germain. It is the ray where deep healing can be taking place. So we want to see ourselves as if we are in a big ball of purple light. And although the truth is we have that ray of light within us, quite often the mind, the feelings, the memories, the genetics kind of block that light. So for this breath meditation, we want you to feel that as you inhale now, you are inhaling purple light through your mouth and your nose. It's going down into your lungs. Immediately the purple light is being picked up by the heart and being pulsed to all the veins, all the arteries, and you see it going right down to the very top of your toes, the very tip of them, and you see that purple light going to each tip of the toe. And then you exhale. So when you are inhaling, you're inhaling the purple light in, all the way in and all the way down. And then when you're exhaling, you're pulling up any gray or dark, smoky energy. You don't have to qualify it. You don't even have to quantify. You don't even have to know what it is. You just know you want it to move. It's old, dead forms of life. Purple light coming in, mouth and nose, coming into the lungs, being flushed all the way into the circulatory system right now, focusing on the toes. And then when you come back up, you're breathing out and you don't worry about the gray or the dark energy. It's coming right out the cleared channel that just came in. And then as you breathe in now, you begin to understand that you're not simply breathing with your mouth and your nose, that really every pore in your body, of which there are millions of pores, is an opening. So you begin to feel that when you breathe in, you're also breathing in like you have become a sponge, and you're breathing in that purple light through every pore in your body. And it's all coming to the center of your body, which we see as the spinal column. But there's actually the spinal sac. There's actually the spinal fluid. And inside the spinal fluid is the spinal cord. So you want to feel you're inhaling that purple light through the pores of the body, the bottoms of the feet, the tops of the feet, through your hair, through every hair on your body. It's all coming to the center of your body, which is encapsulated by the form of the spinal column, the spinal sac, the spinal fluid, and the spinal cord. And you begin to see that cord now as it is inside of you, coming off the brain stem, breathing deeply, as a root. You begin to see that whole spinal cord as a root, just if you saw a root. You've seen roots before. They have lots of little tendrils and they go off. And this is what the nervous system is. It's a root of energy that is dropped into a physical form that allows you to have interdimensional contact with your soul. Now, inside of the physicality, there is a column of light from the top of your head, your crown, all the way through your chakras, all the way down to the root chakra, which is between the perineum and the anus, the vaginal opening and the anus for women, and between the gonad and the anus for men. So we want you to feel that column of light, which is your soul's pathway to you. Within that column of light, to see that that column is kind of the etheric energy field that allows you to manifest physically, and that within that is the spinal cord coming from the brain stem. And for a moment, we just want you to visualize yourself as a brain with a spinal cord floating down the center of your spinal column in a field of liquid. And you probably know that your brain is also floating in brain fluid. So this is a physiological experience. Now we really want you to perceive your brain floating in the brain fluid, the spinal cord coming off the base of the brain, and like a root unfurling itself into your cerebral spinal fluid, which again, that fluid quite often holds all trauma in it. But because you're aware that this central channel is an opening, it is not closed, it is known as your antakarana. It is where your soul comes in to manifest the body. So we want you to see that spinal cord having space to unfurl a little bit. Just like if you had a root that you set in water and then you lift it out and the root has grown. We want you to give permission for your spinal cord to unfurl and not be held in any patterns that it has been held in. Breathing deeply. Now, as you do this, if you will, allow yourself to become aware that you are now seeing your brain fluid and your spinal fluid in the most magnificent color of purple. As you know, water takes on light, and as you know, the purple that we are talking about is a ray of light, a very high healing ray. So you begin to see the purple around your brain in the form of the fluid, and you begin to see the spinal fluid all down, and you begin to see it in purple light. And as you do this, you begin to feel that that fluid can move very easily from your sacrum and all the way up to the brain, and back from the brain down to the sacrum. And you begin to see there's this amazing pulse of the cerebral spinal fluid. It's like a canal. And with the purple light on it, it becomes like a balm to the nervous system. It becomes permissible to let go and not think about all the little details of your life. No worries, they'll still be there when you come out of the meditation at a lower level. We're dealing with higher qualities of energy that are available to you through your own awakened consciousness. So again, you see the purple light coming into the lungs, going down all the way down to your toes. And then as you exhale, the smoke comes out, the gray, the black, all the can nots and do nots and will nots come out in the form of black smoke. You don't try to hold them in. You're ready to release them. And then you begin to see the pores pull in the purple light. And you begin to feel now, not only is the cerebral spinal fluid reflecting the beautiful color of the purple, and not only is it making the fluidity flow and circulate better so that your spinal cord can relax with ease and not be held in some kind of state of contraction. You want the root to be open and free, to bring more of your consciousness to the physical form. As you do this, you allow yourself to say, I open my physical body I let go the contractions that I carry within me so that I may experience the freedom of flow. Breathing deeply. And just feel the body let go a little bit as you realize, I want to be the freedom of flow. And right now we're working with the flow of the molecular atomic substance of purple light. And you let yourself trust that substance, that magnetic, that field of love. As you breathe the purple light in and give the body permission to be energized and soothed, and willingly let go any of these contractions until you begin to see that you are like this beautiful pipeline of energy with your breath. You're not just breathing oxygen, you're breathing consciousness. You're breathing awareness that you are not limited to the body, because even the body is a contracted field of energy. And that is really what it is. It's a contraction of energy that slows the vibration down so much so it appears solid and separate. But as you breathe in and let your spine know, I am aware I am a soul being, and my body is the vehicle which carries the consciousness of the soul to this earth. As you do that, you begin to feel it's like the rhythm of the tide. We don't have to make it happen. It happens because there are larger magnetic fields that pull the energy up and release the energy. And this energy of being pulled up and released is why so many people like to go to the beach. It's soothing. So the same thing, as you breathe in this purple light, you feel it come in and nourish you, and as you exhale, you're letting go the stuff that doesn't work with that flow. And as you feel your body moving more into a state of peace, you allow yourself to just begin to feel inside your heart of hearts the release that you are loved, that you are held by your own spiritual beingness and by greater fields of energy that are not individuated, but that are very much homogenized into the field of universal energy. And you just let yourself feel now that you're not only breathing in the purple light, but that your body is like a buoy, like in the ocean. It's floating in the purple light. It's just, you can let go. The muscles, you give them the permission to let go and just be floating in this sea of purple, with this amazing wave coming in and then releasing everything that's not there or old, coming in and releasing. As you become aware of this field of consciousness that you are beyond the body, you realize the body has many crystallized forms. First, we want to think of the glands. The glands are often not even considered on this earth, but it is the glands that step down this high level of energy and make it able to come in to the physical form. So you simultaneously know this central channel is the purple light. That channel is made of an opening channel where the soul comes in. You know there are not just 7 but 12 chakras on that channel. You know there are 144,000 nadis, or lines of electricity, that are so subtle they are not physical. You know you have a nervous system that reaches every part of your body. You know you have a circulatory system that reaches every part of your body. You know you have a lymph system You have a muscle system. You have a bone system. You have a respiratory system. You have a urinary system. You begin to see that your body is a combination of systems that allow you to operate in the third dimension. But you're very aware that your soul, your consciousness, is always there with you. And you see it coming now, the purple light moving through the chakras, lining the chakras up so that they turn together. And in those chakras, move that harmonic frequency to the glands. There are many glands in the body. We encourage you all to look up the glands and to give them a little love this week. Give them a little dose of purple healing love. And let them know, I know we are growing. And I know if I ask you to open, you will help me adjust to the frequencies that are coming to Earth now. Each of those glands, the many in the brain, the thyroid, the adrenals, the hypothalamus, the pituitary, the thymus, all these glands. So download that picture this week and color them purple. Then those glands are stepping down this very powerful energy coming to Earth and sending it to the organs through the systems. And you're letting the systems know we are stepping up frequency. And as you breathe into your heart of hearts, you allow yourself to feel the great joy of understanding that you have the capacity within you to carry much higher frequencies in the lower form of the body. As you say, I open my emotional body. I bring joy and gratitude to the consciousness that operates through my body. I am grateful to be alive and to help in the transformation of consciousness to the higher fields of love. Now, before you've been seeing yourself on the body, but now we want you to see the body just sitting on a ray of purple light and the entire purple light shining through the body. And now you begin to see the body as if it were translucent. You don't even see the organs or the glands. Now you just see this vessel that's got a small outline like the old curtains that kind of shaded you from the outside world. But you see the purple light all within you, through all the flesh and bones, through all the organs, through all the glands, through the brain. And as you do this, you allow yourself to say, I open my mental body. I shift up to the higher mind, where the encodements for the changes that are necessary in this time on earth have been held for me as I am prepared to go online with them. Breathing deeply, long and deep breaths. And now you allow yourself to feel that you are a ball of purple light. And you begin to feel that it's like a placenta. It's like you were in a womb, you were in a ball of liquid. A system supported you till you could support your own system. And this is what the purple light is. Your etheric body is this higher system that supports you until you can support yourself in these coming fields of energy. As you do this, you allow yourself to say, I open my etheric body. I activate the higher principles that I have brought in from countless lifetimes. Principles of direction, principles of truth, principles of clarity, principles of love. We're going to do a harmonic now. Beloved family of light, we are welcoming you now into the grand entrance, the grand portal, where you are merging into your own higher manifestations, where you are able to be not just in this world and not just of this world, but an instrument of love in this world. This grand portal has been planned in your soul. You have been prepared over many lifetimes. The entrance you walk into is your own deep heart of hearts. The entrance that you walk in is your own encoded mechanisms that have been like seeds waiting to be planted with the root that you carry within you, that is not simply rooted in your 3D understanding of genetics, but is rooted in your higher plane consciousness. These seeds are like jewels within you, and so it is.